Picture this, signing glyphs right outside the Vic to any girl in the world. You can get next to have her in curls or laid back in sweats. Being on stage, collecting those checks. Everything got a price, that's right. What would you give to spend a day in the life? Platinum and ice, champagne flutes. Damn, that sound nice. What it sound like to you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to the School of Struggle. I'm back on deck. This is Chris M. I'm here with Zah Azmi and Mark Fator. We're here for podcast number 9 today. Something we've been talking about for fuck knows how long. I think it's come up in every single podcast that we've done. Social media and how to use it to actually benefit yourself and build your own personal brand. Or for your business too. Really fucking excited about this one. Boys, super excited to have you here with me. I just want to start with this. Mark, you seemed fucking pumped up when I walked in this morning, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Give me a little...
Shut up. He hasn't turned off.
Hasn't turned off.
I don't think he slept.
I know you guys went to a pretty big event yesterday, right? I think it was Smart Money. Is that what it's called?
Smart Money, yeah. Smart
Money. Dude, give me a bit of a rundown. What were the top 3 things you took away from it? It'll probably help these guys too.
Yeah, okay. Well, the top 3 things were, number 1 was social media and branding.
How convenient.
TJ Fox, I'm not going to get into the people just yet. We'll do that later. But we were talking about social media and branding.
Not Jamie Foxx?
Not Jamie
okay.
Foxx, JT, different guy. What else? I mean, there was a lot of property-related stuff that we took a lot away from, myself and Zah. That may or may not benefit the people out there, but just how millennials, I guess, which is a lot of the audience out there today, is we're taking over the world. You know, straight up, we are taking over the world, and we are doing it hard and fast, and we're almost relentless with the way that we're doing it as well. I guess what else? I mean, there was so much that was there, but it was all look. It was a money conference at the end of the day, and just I guess the beauty of there's traditional ways of making money, you know, and the old school ways, and some things never change, whether you're a millennial or a baby boomer, in regards to hard work, for example, something we talked about a few times yesterday. But the way you're able to make it can be a lot quicker if you use your brain. So,
definitely. What? Give me one example, please.
Well, I mean, there was, for example...
Because I'm sure everyone here's going to want to know about making money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, the one major thing here in Australia is that if you want to make money, you make it through property.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It can be a slow burn process, but the returns are enormous. They had other things like Forex as well, foreign exchange and stuff like that, which is, to tell you the truth, half the room switched off. And I think that goes to show that here in our country that we're not into it. Reason being is, even though they say it's simple, and it is, because you're sitting in front of your computer all day, but you need to be focused on that the whole time. You literally have to be on watching every minute of the day, whether it's going up, whether it's going down, stuff like that. So it, there were those things. There was probably one of Australia's biggest property developers, Tim Gurner, you know, and the way that he was saying that it's getting into the market now. It's not easy, but it's not as hard as what we all make it out to be.
Yeah.
You know, we had a few American speakers from real estate over there as well, and explaining that Australia has a really good market. You know, we're not that unfortunate. Yeah, we've got a government that charges us an arm and a leg here and there, but in America they've got a million other issues to worry about besides the government taking their money. So, to answer your question in regards to making money smarter, like there's 1,001 different things, but you got to go out there and research it. I guess I can't tell you guys right now how to make quick money kind of thing, because there's no such thing as quick money either. That's what they were trying to get across.
Go to work and work really hard.
Go to work really hard. Find something that you enjoy and you love doing. And what was it? Ryan from $1 Million Listing was saying, I can't remember exactly how he said it, but give to the work. Like work hard and the work will come to you in a way, meaning that the money will come back, but you've got to dedicate yourself first.
As we've said a million times to different things, is giving value before you're...
Giving value and putting into the business or the company you work for or whatever it may be, but don't expect instant reward after the first. Even if it's the first
delayed gratification, like we spoke about in one of our first.
I mean, he's $1 Million Listing head guy there, this Ryan bloke. He... you know, it's been years in the making. I think the show's been going for, would they say 10 years? I think it is. It's 10 years, and it's, you know, like, it's they weren't doing big numbers because of the show. Like, you know, the way he explained it was like it wasn't all just a fairy tale dream. That's for sure. So
Awesome.
yeah.
You sounded very pumped up, and it's good to see in that space too. The messages I got yesterday pumped me up too. You know what I mean? So, but we're here to talk about social media today. We've touched on this probably 183 times over the past 8 podcasts, and I feel like it's time that we give everyone a bit of knowledge on what it is and how it can help at the same time too. Out of everyone here, I'd say, Zah, you were the last to the party on the social media here at the table. What brought you to it? Give me your insights as to why social media is now such a big part of your life.
So I was always against it because, you know, like I was always under the impression that why should we put our private lives out there for the world to see? And what I became to realise was that I'm probably the leader of the pack when it comes to the millennials, right? I'm 33, so I think the oldest millennial's 35. So I'm at the start there, leading the pack. And what I found was that if I didn't adapt to the change and adapt to the way the world was actually heading, then I was just going to get left behind. Since I've been on it, which has probably been about 8-9 months now.
Yeah, or thereabouts.
Yeah,
because you were on, then you were off. Then yeah.
My businesses have thrived, you know, and I've found that I have now become an attraction business where people contact me rather than me having to go out to them, and it's more about creating 2 brands, one personal brand and one brand for the business. So
100%.
I've got multiple brands because obviously, you know, multiple businesses. Yep. But you know, for the last 5 years, we've had the salon, for example, and that's been built off social media. Like, we didn't really do much of the traditional types of advertising because we couldn't afford it. Like TV, billboards, radio. Like no one, it's not as effective anymore anyway. And we couldn't afford it. They're just too expensive.
For that, it's just branding. With that, that's all it is.
That's it. Well, not so much marketing.
No, it's not. It's just branding. That's all you're going to get out of those things now. You know what I mean?
That's right. So, and I've found that personal branding is almost everything now. So for me, personal branding is almost like my business. It's a separate business altogether. And a lot of Gen Xers and baby boomers, they're not into it. They don't believe in it, and they haven't adapted to it. And in all honesty, I think they're going to get left behind. Very, very soon. These millennials are going to surpass the Gen Xers and the baby boomers, and you know they're going to be left for dead, and they're going to be useless because the traditional way of doing business is not going to work anymore. You have to keep up with the trends, and we're moving so fast with technology. And I'm still new, as you said. I'm still new to social media, right? Like
you've adapted super fucking quickly, though.
And I'm learning from you guys, right? I'm learning from the best, and I've got a lot more to learn. But personal branding is everything now. Like for example, employers don't look at resumes anymore. I don't look at resumes. I look at Facebook profiles, Instagram profiles, and that's what every other employer does when they go to hire someone. So it's really important what you put out there. So for our listeners out there, you know, it's important what you like, what you share, what you comment on, how you conduct yourself on social media, who you engage with, who you're friends with. Everything matters. And everyone thinks that, oh, well, I just, you know, kind of just use it because I just want to keep in touch with my friends. Well, it's not the case anymore. Like, you're on show.
Yeah, it's actually not just a social place to hang out with your friends anymore. It's actually a business thriving platform with platforms more than anything else. And I think it's really exciting to see the development of it at the same time too. Personal branding is probably one of the biggest ones you can do because that can actually make or break your business too. You know what I mean? So with personal branding, if you can build a brand off that, you become an authority figure almost in that specific space as well. You know what I mean? So
I tell you who's really good at it? You. Your personal brand is awesome, right? And that's why I get a lot of inspiration from you when it comes to social media, personal branding. And I find it's funny because out of us all, Chris is the youngest out of us all because you've learnt to adapt to technology a lot quicker than, say, us older guys. And you know, like I think it's great. We can learn a lot from millennials. So we're very pro millennials here at School of Struggles. You know?
I appreciate that. And I've always prided myself on building more than one brand at the same time too, and no matter what I'm doing, because then the questions start rising of what's going on in the other spaces too. You know what I mean? So your personal brand can help sell your business at the same time as well, and then the same returned as well. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you've worked hard for it. And it's taken a long time.
I'll keep learning so I can teach.
Yeah. Well, we need it. We need all the help we can get.
I'll keep learning so I can teach.
But I guess there's one thing. For the one tip that we can give, our listeners, probably the first tip is don't be negative.
Yeah,
don't.
Social media. I think that goes with any part of life anyway. Just don't be fucking negative.
Well, that's right. But
definitely don't portray that on social.
Yeah, your true colours tend to come out on 100%. Social media if you're not conscious of what 100%. You're putting out there.
100%.
Don't whine, don't complain. Don't seek sympathy because at the end of the day, people don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They want to see positive stuff, and they're not going to want to read your content if you're negative.
100%. And can I just put something in there too, because it's actually like. Coming from, we're in a space, and this is obviously like a big mental step, because the millennials, from what I find, and I'm sure you two will agree, there's a lot of like anxiety and depression, all this stuff too, and a lot of them get a little bit pulled back or a little bit scared of putting themselves out there. Fucking don't be. Do not be scared by any means. By doing that, you're harming yourself more. You know what I mean? So. If you're worried about what someone's going to think about you, firstly, fuck them so much. Who cares? You're doing it for yourself and to help yourself project forward in life. One of the biggest things that I had to overcome when I first started doing is it was user. You're like, how did you get on camera and just fucking and start and do things? And when I did that golden nugget the other day, like, how did you just talk for someone? Like, it's just practice. You just get on camera and do it. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, I found it hard. When I first
That's what I mean.
started,
At first, it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, you know what I mean? But it's probably one of the most beneficial things you can do. In the space that we've done this, like this podcast, for example, we put ourselves out there and people are getting value from that. And this is a new form of social media. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it actually said that the next thing, and I'm glad that we've already adapted to this, is audio. So video is the huge thing at the moment, but the next is audio. And if you aren't on that fucking train, you're going to have some issues later on down the track. People are going to start getting up like we do in the morning already, start listening to audio tapes and all sort of stuff. Or, sorry, not tapes, but podcasts. And
You're not that old.
I don't even know what a fucking tape is. But actually, half the listeners here probably won't. That's not a bad thing. We're happy to talk to the younger generation too. We can probably help you the most out of everyone. But yeah, it's going to be. Sorry, where was I going with that?
Well, audio.
The audio. Sorry, I apologize. Audio is one of the biggest things.
Because people sometimes don't have time to watch a video. Like when you're driving, for example,
100%.
You can't watch a video.
100%.
Like, otherwise you're going to crash your car.
Please do not. I'm losing my license.
But you can listen to a podcast. For example, if I'm training, let's say at the gym, and I'm doing weights, like you can't watch a video, obviously.
100%.
You can listen to a podcast. You might as well.
That's one of the best times to do it as well. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like for the rise of anyone that's trying to do this at the moment, like video is huge. I think I was talking to you, one of the best ways to actually benefit your business at the moment, and I was chatting to you last Saturday, was hire a videographer. You've got so many different businesses and all that stuff. You need someone that's going to actually document that for you. Because the biggest thing that we've found so far is story-based selling works extremely fucking well. That's what personal branding helps too, you know what I mean? So personal branding is essentially story-based selling of who you are, why you do what you do, and the passion behind it at the same time too. This is why building a personal brand is so important for anyone that has a business if they want to do or go down that path and give that extra element that the person can feel attached without even knowing you. You know what I mean?
It's very important as well, because I mean, when you think about it, traditional methods of marketing, you were paying for print,
correct,
for example, and if you had big dollars, you were paying for billboards, and
it's just so expensive.
Right, that's right. But you know what? Nothing's changed. We are now transferring that money from print and hard copy stuff to digital. The digital world, you know what I mean? So, like,
correct.
You're right.
It's almost the same thing, just transferred into a different medium.
And that's right. And by saying exactly what you said, we get a videographer and stuff like that. Go that extra mile. If you own a business, if you're if you're out in the audience that has a business, right? Go the extra mile and go. You know what? We all say, and everyone that is in business always says it. You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah,
right?
and
you have
put
to.
it into your marketing budget. It might cost you $500 a month to get one video done. But fuck, imagine
you have to do it.
100%.
You have to do it now because,
100%.
like what Zar said earlier. Keep up or get left behind, you know, like, and that is, you will get left behind, you know, about, let's say, 2 years ago, we were saying, oh, you have to have high quality images for Instagram. Now we're talking about you've got to have, a scheduled podcast playlist. You got to be giving value. You got to be going before. I mean, when we had the retail stores, we were just taking photos of clothes on the floor, like, here, guys, buy this, buy that.
Yep.
Now it should be about like educating the market on why this is made from a certain cotton that comes from the depths of China or something like that,
and why it's better to be buying that as opposed to something else. You know what I mean?
Because,
The longevity.